Hey everyone, this is David.
And Wayne?
Today we're gonna try something a little bit different. Got a guitar here that we're gonna talk about. It's a It's a Epiphone Fat Strat 210. Now we've done the Gibsons, we've done the BC Riches, we've done the Ibanez Prestige, we've done the Agile 8-string, but we kind of figured today we're gonna take
Swing back to the beginning. A good starter guitar.
Yes. I got this guitar when I first started playing guitar 14 years ago. It's an Epiphone Strat 210. Kind of figured we'd go through it and talk about the pros, cons, body, neck, everything else. It's like we do in our regular gear reviews. But kind of figured this would give you guys a starter guitar that either you yourself or family or kids or whatever would like to, if they were thinking about playing guitar, would be interesting buy.
And learn whatever things you can do to it. This style of guitar, like the Fender versions, are probably one of the most capable of being modified. Any of the guitar stores, Guitar Center, Sam Ash, carry parts for this. You can change pick guards, you can change pickups, you can change knobs, you can change just about anything you can think of on this guitar. One, to make it play better, or two, just to make it look better.
Well, correct. And just like this one, I don't have the stock pickup in the bridge position. It's a BC Rich BDSM humbucker, and I don't have the original tuners on it either. These are the Fender
Squire.
Yeah, Fender Squire, the low-end Squire tuners, courtesy of stripping about 13 years into owning this guitar. But like he said, these are the Strat guitars are one of the most modified guitars out there. You've got your regular Stratocasters, who the people that play them, like Eddie Van Halen, has taken them to every bit of the extreme. Or you have your blues guitarists and your jazz guitarists that leave them pretty much stock or do their own little tweaking to them.
Or you get the signature guitars like the Eric Clapton or
Stevie Ray Vaughan Strat.
There's a whole series of those. But for someone starting out who wants to learn how to play guitar, it's a good entry-level guitar.
Yep.
And if you want to increase the sound, you can change the pickups. Most of your guitar dealers, Sam Ash, Guitar Center, have techs that can do it, or if you have the ability to do it on your own, and you can do it pretty economically.
Yeah, I mean, this a buddy of mine had lying around, so I took it out of his hands. But you can go through and buy Seymour Duncan pickups like this, or even hot rails for the middle and neck positions, and make a Squire or an Epiphone Strat sound like either a metal machine or a regular Strat. And nothing's saying that you can't get the original Fender parts for this either.
Right.
Because I think the pick guard is all interchangeable as well.
Right.
So you could buy the Fender pickups which come in the full setup, like on the pick guard. Just take it, mount it up, wire it up, and you're done.
Yeah, there's some companies that sell the whole assembly, the tone controls, volume controls, the switch, and the pickups as one complete setup. So it's just a matter of taking it out, unhooking the jack, 2 wires, plugging it back, putting it all back in, putting a new set of strings on, you're ready to go.
Yep.
Now the other thing too is a lot of these lower end guitars, they could use a good setup. A good guitar tech knows how to set these things up and can set them up to play really good.
Yep. We've got 3 Epiphones.
Right.
And you guys have seen 2 of them already, 335 and the SG Custom Shop. And the tech we go to set them up, even this thing, great. You wouldn't think of a $150 guitar to be able to play as good as a $300 or $400 guitar. but it does.
And when they come in from the factory, I mean, they put a set of strings on and adjust it so it can be played, and most people don't understand it. These guitars can be tuned and adjusted to play like a much better guitar.
Also, the thing is to remember too with the entry-level guitars, whether it be Squier, Fender, or Squier, Epiphone, any of the lower-end starter guitars or pawn shop guitars, the real low-end stuff, they're really touchy to weather. So if you're in an environment, say, the Midwest, where you have constantly changing weather, they're very touchy to it. So you constantly have to do random adjustments to, more than likely just your neck will, need a slight adjustment. And if you know how to do that yourself, great. If not, Guitar Center usually has techs, or Sam Ash has techs that'll take a look at that and fix that right up.
And they'll be more than glad to help do the adjustment and get you straightened out. They'd rather see you playing the guitar than not playing the guitar. The other thing is, things that make a guitar play better, strings. You can go in with cheaper strings. You can go all the way up to the cobalt strings, or like David's got the colored strings on here.
Yeah, I know. I'm a D'Addario and DR player. So I've got the DR yellow neons on this. It was kind of a spur of the moment type thing, but they look cool and they sound good. They're real stretchy too. So, whereas he's the Ernie Balls?
Yeah, Ernie Ball cobalts.
And he plays those, and I have no complaints about them as well. I've just been a D'Addario and DR player for the past 7 or 8 years. But onto the guitar, this is a maple neck with a rosewood 21 fret fingerboard. Like I said, the stock tuners were fairly decent. I just needed a quick replacement, and I had an old neck lying around. So I just snagged the tuners off of that, and they work perfectly. This is an alder body. It's got the Fender style trim system on it, so you've got your springs in the back, and it's pretty straight and simple to the point.
That's a bolt-on neck also.
Yes, it is a bolt-on neck. And
again, like the bridge, that can be changed if you want a better quality bridge. There are many companies that have replacements that just basically comes off, and you can replace it with a $300, $400, $500 bridge assembly.
Or if you're very ambitious, you could go with a Floyd Rose or a Kahler system. Now, Floyd Rose, you're going to be doing a lot more with, or you could do the Kahler hybrids, where you can lock and unlock the bridge at any given time with a simple setup.
But those are some of the options along with this style of guitar. The Fender Strat style guitar is just unbelievable, the amount of accessories that you can change and upgrade them.
Always have been. You have your Strat style guitars, and then you have your Super Strats. Like even like the 8 strings. This is the same body style, just with better woods and everything else.
And that's the neck through, where this is a bolt-on.
Yes, this is a bolt-on, but
But for an entry-level guitar, this is something to seriously consider. You don't have to start out with a $2,000 Fender Stratocaster. You can start out with one of these that sound pretty good, especially for the amount of money.
Yeah, if you're a seasoned player, or rather a seasoned player that hasn't played in a few years and wants to get back into it, by all means, go into, this would be a fun buy just to noodle around with and turn into a Franken Strat.
Project guitar.
Yeah, but a little project guitar. Use it for parts, or use it for like we said, hot rod the pickups, hot rod the bridge, and just new everything. Or for family members or kids, this is a great guitar. I got this 14 years ago. It's seen one show, and it's through my time of playing, it's seen a lot of wear and tear and abuse, and it's, other than the tuners, it stayed pretty true and to the point with every every time I pick it up and play it.
He played it so much that the last time we had this in, probably 6 months ago, the service tech over at Guitar Center we deal with said that, you know, we've got to do a fret job on it. And he went out and we did the fret job and adjusted the neck and put the new strings on and everything else, and it plays better than
it first did when we bought it.
Right. So,
but yeah, I mean, for a simple buy for children, I mean, you know, 10, 12 years old, or, you know, 8, somewhere around that age group, it's a great buy. You know, it's the elder body is really resilient to, you know, it's kind of resilient to, you know, bumps and bruises. You know, this has got plenty of them.
it lasted through him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in my beginning years as a player, I was kind of a little bit more kind of heavy-handed with my guitars, sad to say, and this thing took the abuse and kept right on going, and I still play it, you know, day by day till this very day.
So, how about we hear it?
Okay. Find my pick. Just kind of noodling around on it. It's the BC Rich humbucker. Now this is a 5-way selector switch, so the first one was this one, then it's these, the second position is these two. Now it's this one. Now these two. And the neck pickup. Oops. Then you have your clean. Oops. There we go. That's kind of quiet. You got your this is the BC Rich on clean. Both the middle pickup and the bridge position. And the middle one. The neck pickup and the middle pickup. And the neck pickup.
Sounds good. We're also going to be coming out with another video with some starter amps.
Yes, the amp that actually came along with this guitar as well. For the video, I played out of my Fender half stack, but for the next video, we'll do the Marshall the 10-watt Marshall that came with this guitar, and he's also got a Fender
Mustang 1.
My Mustang 1, the little 10-watt.
So that'll be coming up shortly. So keep an eye out for that. Anybody interested in just starting out, these are little tips and tricks for someone starting out, and hopefully it'll help.
Yeah, you know, we're you know, like we've said before, you guys have seen some of the really cool stuff that we've done in our videos, and kind of figured we'd take a step back to the
Beginning.
The kind of starter line that we had when we were starting out playing. So hope this video helps. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching our videos, and thank you so much for our subscribers. Keep subscribing and liking our videos for more updates, and have a great day.
See you later.